Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I've been away for a while taking care of health issues since that car accident and some personal things. I'm probably not going to be doing videos on the regular. I will do either a monthly solar return or for an event. I still do tarot readings, and you can still get a free tarot reading in an email to me with one question only and no details, please. I will answer it for free and send you the photos of the cards that were pulled with an explanation. That being said, I am doing the solar return for Libra 2023. Happy birthday and solar return to all Librans out there. I have not done a solar return reading in many years, and I thought it would be fun to do it again. The solar return can encompass anywhere from 6 weeks to 3 months before your birthday. You start to feel the energy of the sun returning to your sign and the exact moment that your soul jumped in from the void. I read usually in a 9-month period. It goes out as far as that. So this would encompass your year, okay? And we know that Libra is about balance, okay? It rules the 7th house of relationships, and not just love in any relationships. It's legal matters, judicial system, and so on. But it is about the mental realm, okay? And it is about finding balance. Your mantra is, I balance. When we look at the cards that represent you in a reading, as we all have cards that represent us in our sign, the 2 cards that are the court cards for Libra are the Empress. Now, the Empress is Venus in the tarot. Venus rules Libra. It also rules Taurus, so you shall see this card for them as well. The Empress represents potential fulfilled. You see her as pregnant in the Rider-Waite deck. It's abundant, yes, but it represents something that she has planted a seed of within her, and it is growing and about to manifest, where when you look at the High Priestess, right? She's silent, she's quiet, like she has secrets. She knows things others don't. She is potential unrealized or unfulfilled. So it would be like a woman who's pregnant in the first few months and you can't tell she's pregnant. She's not showing. It's a secret she has of potential that's about to be born. Where having the Empress, it is about to come into being and give birth to it. The 3 is the result of the choice that you made, and when you couple things together and have an outcome, whether for a baby, a business, an event, it's the planning and the deliverance of it. So that's what your card would be. And if you see these cards pop up in readings that people do for you, it's identifying with you as an individual, as the querent also. The other card you have is Justice. Now, Justice is the 11th card in the majors. It is truly about balancing things. The mental realm, you know, she's making decisions without having her eyes open. And some of the decks show the balance in the fulcrum, and some don't show the fulcrum. But this is about disconnecting emotionally from things, making choices from the logical, methodical realm. And Justice represents the 7th house of relationships, whether it's love relationships or partners, anything in life that you are in a relationship with others. It also is legal matters and anything about justice in life, okay? Then for your court cards, we have for Libra, the first card is the Queen of Swords. Now, I haven't done these readings in a long time, but if you go back to the original ones I did, you could see why I go into great detail about each sign. And there are 3 10-day periods for each sign. They are decans, like from the Greek word deca, 10. So you have the first 10 days or decan, the second 10 days or decan, and the third 10 days or decan. And in your houses in the natal chart, there are 30 degrees. So when we look at you as a Libran, the Queen of Swords would represent the first and second decan of Libra. So that would cover your September 22nd or 23rd birthdays. This year it's on the 23rd, all the way up and through October 3rd. So those 2 decans are covered with this card. Now, the Queen of Swords, again, uses her mental realm. She doesn't use emotion. She is quick and sharp in making clean-cut decisions, okay? She's usually very good counsel also, and connects. You know, she manifests very well because she focuses. And this is all part of that whole Libran type of thing. You're in your head a lot. And sometimes you're in your head too much, weighing it over and over again without making a clean-cut choice. This energy does make clear-cut choices. So you might notice other Librans that are very different from you in that, because again, it depends on what 10 days you were born in. Then we also have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups would represent the 3rd decan, or 3rd 10 days of Libra. So that would be your October 13th until October 13th to October 23rd or 22nd, again, depending on the year when it would enter the sign of Scorpio. Now, the King of Cups is more of an emotional person. They can wear their heart on their sleeve. They are a feeling type of Libran, which is very unusual because people that have the air and earth signs are not always emotional or get into touch with their spiritual sign. But with this King of Cups, because it does border into the Scorpio energy, we do have an intuitive or empathic individual, caring, sharing, helpful, very good counsel also, especially in things of health and love and beautifying things in your life. Now, when we look at the minor arcana, there are 3 cards. The first 10 days, the second 10 days, and the third 10 days. A lot of people look at swords and go, oh no. Yeah, well, the swords can look foreboding, but everything is there for balance, right? You have to have balance. And when things are out of balance, that's when chaos comes in, and there's a beautiful order to chaos. All right, so when we look at your first 10 days is the 2 of Swords. So this would represent our Librans from like September 22nd or 23rd until October 2nd or 3rd. All right, the 2 of Swords, again, is very, very similar when we look at this, right? With the Justice card, she's blindfolded. So is the 2 of Swords. Here, she doesn't need to have her eyes open to see clearly and balance and weigh things out. With this card, it's a little bit ambiguous. It could be that, it depends on the cards around it, but it's either that you feel like you need to make a blind choice. You don't know what to do. Your heart and your head are at battle. You're out of balance, which is very uncomfortable for a Libran. And depending on the surrounding cards, it could be that you are making a clear-cut choice. You're closing yourself off to the emotions. You're protecting your emotions here and making a clear, logical, methodical choice. Now with the 3 of Swords, okay, we have a different energy. This is the second 10 days. So we're picking up from October 2nd or 3rd until the 12th or 13th. The 3 of Swords is a separation. Now again, we progress from the 2 to the 3. We see the heart, and the swords are through the heart. Things are clouded around it. There must be a choice made here. The result of the choice, that 3, what you will decide. This could be a separation from a person, place, or thing. It doesn't mean that it could be a divorce or death. Always, it depends on the surrounding cards. But it is about separating your heart and your head from this battle to find balance, because that's what Libra always struggles for, balance, okay? And next we have your 3rd minor arcana is the 4 of Swords, and that would pick up from our October 12th or 13th to October 22nd or 23rd before the sun enters Scorpio. With this again too, it's exhaustion in the mental realm that is starting to wear down the body. It's not piercing you, but it is a time to recede, retreat, replenish, respite. Rest yourself, okay? And there is a sword at the ready for the time that you would, let's say, pick it up to say what you have to say, clear the air, but it won't happen until you give yourself rest, because how good can you be at making a clear-cut choice or decision unless you reason it? And if you are not healthy, you cannot make a reasonable choice. So I hope this helps you with understanding more of the cards about you as individuals. Like I said, the sun sign is so general. When you start looking at where the planets are in your chart and these cards here, where they lie, it definitely will be a better blueprint for you to understand. So like the Two of Swords here, when we look at that cup, just to give you an example, the planetary alignment with this card. Let me put this light on. Hold on a second. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, sorry about that. So with the Two of Swords, this would represent September 23rd to October 2nd, as I said. This is the moon in Libra, right? Moon, emotions. And then Libra is that mental realm. So you hear this dichotomy of this struggle going on between your heart and your head. And then when we look at the Three of Swords with October 3rd to 12th, we have Saturn in Libra. Much more grounded energy, learning lessons, making good choices, long-term planning, and being responsible when you make that choice, okay, after weighing it out. Then when we look at the Four of Swords, we have the 12th or 13th of October to the 22nd or 23rd, depending on the year, Jupiter in Libra. So we know that Jupiter is that expansive energy, that blessing energy in Libra. So these people in that sign may be a little bit more lucky than the first two decans, but in the opposite of it, they could expand on everything it touches. So negative and positive, remember, it's about bringing it to balance, okay? So let's see what we have for your solar return. Oh, we start off with, look at this. We have a first card out as a major arcana with Judgment. Now, we know that Judgment is calling us to a new life. Gabriel's blowing his horn to you. Will you heed the call? This is waking from the emotional dead, 20. Okay, so that's a 2 with a 0, so it's exponentially greater. So it's something with relationships, coupling, partnering, okay? But we know this is Pluto, and Plutonian energy is about life, death, and rebirth, generosity, coming from other people's money, not necessarily your own. I feel like this here, especially since it's prior to the Scorpio, this could be even some of you that are cusp babies of Libra Scorpio, but in general, it is definitely saying in this solar return, there's going to be a brand new beginning for you. You're going to shed off the things that you were doing before. Like you kept yourself trapped, okay? You kept yourself boxed in or entombed in this person, place, or thing, situation, or relationship. Even though you knew it wasn't healthy, don't feel like you knew. I feel like you didn't know how to get out of it. I don't feel like you knew exactly what to do. Like you were weighing it back and forth, but not making a choice, you know, and in the eyes of the universe, that's still a choice. So it's better that you take action and take part in your own destiny, because otherwise the universe will make that choice for you, all right? Like I said, when things are out of balance, the universe steps in to restore balance. I feel like this is definitely going to be an opportunity for you. Whether you will heed the call or not is going to be different for each and every one of you. But it is a new beginning for you. This is about the old stuff falling away from you in your life. Whether it's, like I said, you planned it or not. You know, you didn't walk away from that job, but you lost that job. And now you're beside yourself, but you don't know what's coming. And as long as you open yourself up to spirit to say what good is coming out of this, it shall. When you sit there and worry and doubt, you'll only reverberate that back to you. But this is a time for new love, healing in a loving relationship, healing of the body, anything to do with your work, your school, in any matters of life. This is a life, death, rebirth. This is the phoenix rising out of whatever that situation was. And like I said, it's whether you like it or not, it's going to happen to you. Whether it is by your own hand or not, it will take place for you. Welcome it in. Be grateful for it, even if you don't see what good is coming out of it right away. It may not reveal itself to you until the sign of Scorpio. Wow, you're pulling out all the stops here. Look at this. The Empress, another major arcana, 2 in a row. Okay, and this is one of your cards, so we are speaking directly to you here in that something you have planted the seed of or looking to bring into form in your life from the ethers into matter is about to happen for you. And since we have Venus, I feel like this will be happening during the time now of Libra. Let me just think, wait a second. October, September. It also could go out, because my readings go out 9 months, it could go out into Taurus the next time that Venus will be in the sign. So we're looking at, well, some of you could be having a baby. Some of you are giving birth. Some of you are expanding on things in your life, whether it's with a business or education. You're going for higher education. You got that grant you needed, or that student loan, or someone is helping you, especially with Scorpion card here. It's other people's money. Something comes out of someone else's pocket to help you. If you needed a new car, someone helps you with that or gives you that. New furniture, that comes to you. Whatever it is, finances, material, it is coming to you. Now, with the Empress being this energy of abundance in love and finances, your core values, it feels like at this time, this is going to be the beginning of a very generous and abundant few months for you, going out into the first 3 to 6 months of your solar return. Things are going to bear fruit for you. Things will come into being. All the things you've been thinking of and wanting to have in your life, you've been harboring them, right? It's like I said, with the Empress is potential fulfilled. This is the energy that you have been working on, whether it's a year, 2 or 3 years. It's just clicking for you now, and it will come into being for you. So that's very beautiful there. New beginnings and things coming forth. Like I said, this could definitely be a new child, a new home, a new car, a new boat, any of these material things that we identify with, things of matter. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. You got this the 3 energy there. All right, a lot of choices and results happening. So this is being recognized for your work, whether it is actually in a job or career, or the work you do in an organization or with other people, your peers, your family. They're going to see all the deeds that you have done and all the things that you have created. And it does come with this here, like you've created this. They're going to recognize your skill sets. Now, maybe in the past, if you're, whether you're younger or older, doesn't matter. There are people in life that just don't see you as the adult that you are, or the capability of who you are because of an age or a gender or whatever nonsense. Okay, like sometimes a parent in their 80s still see their 60-year-old children, as children, and they don't recognize their abilities to make good decisions, good choices, or value their vocation or trade or skill sets. So this is something that you have created here. Now, this is Mars in Capricorn. This is big stuff here. This is December 31st to January 9th. So when you look at Mars in Capricorn, you know how unstable Mars can be, and angry and agitated and warlike. But on the high vibration, Mars forges ahead. It just creates things. It generates things. It takes molten fire, steel and fire and metal, creates this beautiful new sword or a new life. It is definitely life energy. And Capricorn is responsible, right? Now, Mars rules Aries' first house. This is the self. With 10th house, okay? Career, how you show up in the world, your reputation and fame. So I really feel like you're going to get this really big boost in your ego, a shot, an attaboy, a reach around with anything, whether, like I said, it's love, it's work, it's school, it's health. Put this in the snapshot of your life, okay? It's like Mars puts on a 3-piece suit, picks up a briefcase, and goes out into the world to work. This is very tame Mars energy in that it's forging ahead to say, this is who I am. See me. Like, you are seen and valued for everything that you have done. And then people respect what you can do and who you are. Some people don't realize how important that is, whether in a love relationship or at work or school. If people don't value you, don't see you, and don't recognize you as an individual and what you can do, it's very disheartening, and it's very unstable energy that's around you, and it breaks you down. So this is nice for you to be recognized for your skill set. Nice card so far. So we have the 6 of Cups. And when we look at this, this is a beautiful card of nostalgic reminiscence, okay? This could definitely be going back to something you used to do. Like you moved away. You thought this was going to be great. You started all over again. And now however many months or years have gone by, you're missing your roots. You want to reconnect with your roots, whether it is moving your location back to where you were from, or a relationship with other people, reconnecting at a family reunion. I mean, it could be at a school reunion, anything with exciting rehashing of feelings of once before that you haven't had in a long time. This is like a filling. Your cup runneth over. And this is Sun in Scorpio. This will be November 3rd to the 12th. So this is, like I said, this is just a beautiful reconnection with somebody or something in your life. You know, maybe there was something you used to love to do and you haven't done it, like you used to love photography and put the camera down, or like to cook or bake or ski, whatever it is, and you haven't done that. This is that reconnection and bringing back to that beautiful feeling that you had at that time with this person, place, or situation. And it's, to me, 6 is the number of Venus, so it's a very balanced card, and it's very transformative, rejuvenative, especially with the Sun and Scorpio. Scorpio is a very powerful, regenerative sign also, like Mars is. So this is a beautiful new energy for you, and starting to feel childlike again, a new beginning, but this time you're confident, okay? You're confident, and you don't need anyone's approval for that or not. Look at this, another major. All right, so we have the Hermit, which is, okay, Virgo, okay? And some people in Libra can be a cusp of Virgo, like it could be a cusp of Scorpio. So we know with this hermetic feeling and retreating, this is getting that knowledge. You know, you're going back into yourself. You're learning more about yourself. You've looked at everything that's happening around you in the world, in your life, up to this experience that you've had in the past and to where you are now. And you're culminating and ruminating all of these things that have been happening to you. And this 9 is that energy of stopping something. So you're going to end old ways, old habits. Now, I'm not saying forever, because many people fall back into old ways, but it doesn't mean you will. But we're looking at this as saying, this is a time for you to have this wisdom from within that you've learned, and you're feeling balanced, you're feeling structured, and you're feeling very confident. It does talk about you really planning out long term. You're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next move, and how is it going to keep me in a stable place? Like if you are going back to an old relationship or an old, or I wouldn't say old, previous place that where you lived, or lifestyle or hobby, vocation, trade, you're thinking it through as to the experience that you have had with that and the life experience you've had in between that time to now, and how they can incorporate into each other. And you're trusting that more, and you're ready to go forward with that and end the old ways that you were thinking, okay? Especially with Virgo, because Virgo is 6th house. It's daily routine and health. Could be restoration of your health, or, you know, it also could be the things that you were doing on a daily basis that were mundane and not enjoyable. It's going to change for you, that you're definitely bringing forth a more positive, structured energy that will last long term. Oh man, look at you. Holy shnikes, Libra. This is the most outrageous reading I've had so far. We have the Magician again. Another major arcana. Huge energy. This is manifesting at its like peak. You know, bringing things into being with thinking, because Mercury rules this. This card is Mercury. And by the way, Mercury does rule Venus and Gemini. So we're looking at you honing your skills. Whatever you were doing in the past and you walked away from, it's like you honed your skills here, and here you're thinking about going back. This is you taking all of this and going to the next level. Again, person, place, or thing, relationship, job, vocation, health, whatever's going on in your life. This is about you concentrating now and putting all your energy and taking all of your skill sets and putting them out there, making it happen, you know, like making it rain. You are thinking positively and balancing it, and you are putting your energy into bringing into form everything that you want from above, right? As above, so below. This is a very abundant feeling for you in this card. Let me just think about this. Well, I'm recording right now the day before we enter Libra. So this could be going out into the next year, into when we have Mercury reoccurring, would be in Gemini. So it could be going out to Gemini when this really comes into form, and you feel like everything you're thinking about is just coming into play without you putting much effort into it, because you got the hang of it. You're trusting, you're relaxing, you're going with the flow. You put it out there and then keep yourself busy with something else, and it just comes to you. Okay, look at our last card. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles, very different energy here. Wow, you've got all these majors. So let me just see. You've got the water, earth, there's some water there, fire. Okay, so let's see now. With this Knight of, this is a different energy. This is like things slowing down, but this is great stability. This energy is like you're armed to the hilt. Nobody can touch you now. You're on the Clydesdale of horses. You know, look at your armor. You got your visor up. You're focused clearly on manifesting something that's going to come into your life. Now, this could be a coin. Yeah, it could be money. Could be your health. Could be love that is grounded and lasting. Could be a vocation or trade, how you make your coin. It's whatever you want it to be in your life or that you need at that moment. And when we look at the Knight of Pentacles, let's see what energy we have with that. So, okay, yeah, so this is our Leo Virgo energy, August 12th to September 11th. So if those dates hit anything with you, like when you started to think about something, of changing something, or you didn't have the energy to move into it, didn't know how to move into it, this is the energy that it's going to take place. Now, it's not going to go very quickly. It's going to take the time it needs, and it may go out to next August, okay, just before your solar return for next year. But it is about, you know, seeing all this yellow here and yellow here, I know that you are feeling very empowered, Libra. And you are feeling very grounded. You're not wishy-washy about, oh, what am I going to do, and weighing it out. You've made a clear-cut decision. You're focused on this. You've got your eye on the prize. And now it's just taking the steps to get to it. And just knowing like you know, you're going to be there. You have the knowledge, the wisdom, the strength, the black. You're protected, grounded, and focused for this to come into being. So trust in that knowledge that you have, experience that you've had, whatever this was in your life you've learned from, and nothing else is going to get in the way right now while you're concentrating on bringing this into being. Man, that was a gorgeous reading. I really hope this helps you. I wish you a happy birthday, happy solar return, Libra. Again, I'm available for readings if you'd like one. Happy birthday, enjoy, and as always, I wish you the best.